Let's get it. 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 We live. We direct. We back at it again with another episode. We're here, tuned in from the crib out in Phoenix, Arizona, and I'm super blessed, super honored to be here. Super excited to provide the information that we're about to provide and put forth to you guys. I'm just always loving to start out these calls with gratitude. Everything that I do with gratitude. I heard from Albert Einstein, and I say this quote quite often. In order to attract life's comings, you must be in a state of gratitude. So all that you guys desire is on the frequency of gratitude. It's on the frequency of love. So we must make sure that we're operating on that, within that frequency and that vibration. So today I'm here to show you guys how to go ahead and clean your guys' credit for yourselves. I'm going to show you guys how you don't need to be paying any credit card company. I'm going to show you guys here from the comfort of your guys' phone on how you guys can go out and clean your guys' credit reports. And so make sure you guys are paying close attention. Make sure you guys got your notebooks out. I may not hit this light so that y'all can just see my phone better. Not too much glare. A little bit down more. Okay, that's perfect. So how many of you guys, and if you guys could just share down below, what derogatory accounts you guys or somebody that you guys know are facing on their consumer report. So let's see, what's on, each individual's consumer report. What's up, brother? Okay, I'm finishing up this live and then I'll head that way. Love you. All right, family. All right. So let's see. What accounts do you guys have? What accounts do you guys have on your consumer reports? Let's see. A lot of people have been hitting me up about collections, late payments, debt collectors. Right. So there's steps that we must take when it comes to our consumer report. There's things and tools that we must be able to utilize, know how to utilize them, and make sure that we're exercising them, so that we can go ahead and get the outcome that we're desiring. So if we're dealing with consumer reporting agencies, if we're dealing with and we've seen and we've pulled our consumer report, which is step number one, we must get access to our consumer report. So let's go ahead and go to annualcreditreport.com or text my number at 305-575-2843. And I need you guys to go ahead and text it, credit report. So we can go ahead and get an official copy of your guys' credit report and what's on one's credit report. We must make sure that, what's on our consumer report is reporting accurately. And the thing about accuracy in terms of Black's Law, when we're talking about in terms of just law as a whole, but if you guys go to the Black's Law Dictionary, the term accuracy is the measure of value. How valuable do you guys measure this reporting of this account on your guys' consumer report? If you don't find it of value, if it's not of value, then therefore you guys can state that it's inaccurate, and therefore you guys can go ahead and get that account removed, as it should not be reported on one's consumer report. Therefore, and even further, just to show you guys how nothing can be verified or nothing can be validated, on one's consumer report. Let's say that they have an address, and the address is reporting on our consumer report, and we've looked at our consumer report. We see different addresses I've never even lived at, addresses maybe that I've had mail sent to, addresses maybe that my family members live at, but I personally never lived there, but yet they're still reporting that. What I want to let you guys know is, yes, there may be some family ties attached to that, whatever it may be, but you personally do not live there or never have lived there, but yet they're reporting this. But also, there's no way to actually confirm whether or not you do live there, whether or not you do not live there, nor have you ever lived there. So therefore, there's no way of them verifying your address. There's no way of them verifying your phone number. Hey, there's been many times where I've, for my credit clients, gone through and called, spoke as a woman. Hey, how you doing? This is, Jill, and, I'm not in a good state of mind because of the inaccurate reporting. Right, I've been here, done this, everything you guys can think of when it comes to, operating this, as such. And so what I want you guys to understand, and now that I have employees, that's what I'm going to teach them. All my ladies, they don't even got to go through and call, they don't even got to go through and, act like women because they are women. So I'm gonna have them go through and do that for our clients. That'll be pretty simple. So I'm gonna have them do that. I'm gonna have them do that for sure. So above all that stuff, family, what I wanted you guys to understand is that we got to pull the consumer reports. We got to understand that any of the information we can get removed, whether that's old addresses, whether that's any names, whether that's birthday. There's no way of them specifying or verifying your birthday. They don't have your birth certificate, right? So what I want you guys to understand is, if we're dealing with these consumer reporting agencies, we must know 15 USC 1681. That's the whole chapter that is governing these consumer reporting agencies. All right, this is the Credit Reporting Agencies Act, and this is 15 USC subchapter 3, 15 USC 1681. So congressional findings is what Congress found. We're going to break this down to the T this Saturday. I'm not going to go too much in depth with it, but I'm going to show you guys and let you guys know here on the YouTube all that you guys need to go ahead and get anything removed from one's consumer report. Right after this video as well, I'm going to be uploading a couple of videos in the mob. So if you guys are in the mob, you guys will be blessed with a couple of videos. Shout out to everybody that's been in the mob. You guys did just get blessed as well too with the ebook, for the loyalty, for you guys staying consistent throughout all the teachings and everything that we have here on the YouTube. For only $25 a month, you guys get access to a private community, ebooks, and special, recordings that the public doesn't get access to fully. A lot of them as well too come from our mentorship. I'll drop one of the 5 days as well too from our 5-day masterclass this Saturday into the mob. So if you guys are not in the mob, highly advise you guys get in tune with the mob and everything that we have going forth within the mob. There's going to be a lot of impact within it. But above all else, this Saturday, like I mentioned, we do have our 5-day masterclass. So it was going to be yesterday, originally June 18th. But so many people have been reaching out like, yo, I've got work throughout the week. Is there any way we can push it back to this weekend? And I can go ahead and enroll this weekend. So like at least 10 people hit me up in regards to such. Really looking to keep the numbers still small. The numbers aren't too large, anything too big. I really want to be more personal with you guys within this 5-day masterclass, like I mentioned. And I want to be able to help answer any questions and then go over any processes that you guys are, currently going through, at this moment. So, come ready to learn and come ready to apply the information that we're going to be covering. So I want to take you guys once again, if you're dealing with consumer reporting agencies, here to 15 USC 1681, right? So it states here that consumer reporting agencies have assumed a vital role in evaluating and assembling consumer credit and other information on consumers. So, right away, it lets you know that they simply assume this role, and that they don't have any power. They're not, they don't have a power of attorney. They don't have, things in which they're obligated to do and report, right? These are all things and these are all company guidelines and company regulations. But the thing is as well, too, if we come here to their company, if we come here to Experian Data Sharing Policy, if we come here to their data sharing policies, well, let's go to Equifax. Okay, Equifax is a little bit more simple just to pull up. Equifax data sharing policy. If we go to the consent section, it states when Equifax shares data with an organization based on the data subject's consent, we require the organization to keep record of the consent and to provide a copy of it to us upon request. So they must have, a copy showing that you've given them consent, and they must keep on file that copy as well too. So furthermore, this goes to show this is directly from, exactly what they stated in their consent section within their data sharing policy. So if they're sharing data, this is what, they must keep on file written consent from me, the consumer, stating that I gave them the right to share that information and report it, because the congressional findings of the FCRA and the FDCPA, which is where I'm going to take you guys next, and this is dealing and governing debt collectors, 15 USC 1692. So once we've been able to go through and dissect these subchapters, what I want you guys to understand is that we can use ChatGPT to our advantage to go ahead and draft up a letter, right? So You guys don't need to be there hours in and hours out drafting up a letter, typing up a letter. So if I come here to 15 USC 1692, which is just the congressional findings of the FDCPA, I'm going to have it help me draft up a letter. I'm going to copy and paste, A, which states that there's abusive practices. It states that there's abundant evidence of the use of, and if you guys are just tuning in, make sure to like this video. Let's get the likes up. Make sure to share this video as well, 2 or 3 people, because now it's time to end, this credit repair, run. It's time to show everybody how to do for self. It's time to show everybody how to take back their power. It's time to show everybody within, a couple of days, you guys can literally learn how to remove anything off your consumer report and then create a whole side income, creating and helping others clean their credit as well too, by literally these teachings that we're going to be covering within this 5-day masterclass here this Saturday, and what I teach all throughout the YouTube channel. But I'm going to put it literally in detail, right in front of you guys. We're going to have slideshows each day. Right after the slideshows, we're going to be able to do a Q&A. Right after the Q&A, we're going to be able to go ahead and implement and show and create letters upon each of the teachings that we've covered there on that live stream that day. So I'm looking forward to all the teachings, everything that's going to be put forth, this weekend within this 5-day masterclass. And once again, everybody within the mob will get access to at least 1 to 2 days of the recordings from this 5-day masterclass. So I want to go ahead and draft up a letter from 15 USC 1692A. It states that there is abundant evidence of the use of abusive, deceptive, unfair debt collection practices by many debt collectors. So I'm going to go ahead and draft up a letter with this. Help me draft. And this is going to be in regards to debt collectors. And if you guys know what debt collectors are, and if you don't know what debt collectors are, I'm going to break it down to you guys and break it forth here within this 5-day masterclass. Help me draft up a letter for Okay, so I'm gonna just read to you guys the letter to this Saturday. If you guys want to know what I dropped up into ChatGPT, tune in this Saturday to our 5-day masterclass. But the letter states, I'm writing to formally notify you of serious concerns regarding of your company's debt collection practices pursuant to the FDCPA, specifically 15 USC 1692A, which is literally congressional findings, what we just broke down. Congress has recognized the detrimental effects of abusive, deceptive, and unfair debt collection practices. Such practices not only contribute to personal bankruptcies and marital instabilities and the loss of jobs, but also constitute an invasion of an individual's privacy. It has come to my attention that your company has engaged in numerous unlawful acts in an attempt to collect an alleged debt from me. These actions have breached my privacy and violated my rights under the FDCPA. I demand the immediate deletion of this alleged debt from all consumer reporting agencies and an update of my consumer report to reflect accurate information. Failure to comply with this demand will leave me no choice but to pursue all available legal remedies to hold your company civilly liable under 15 U.S.C. 1692K, as I am fully aware of my rights and your company's obligations under the law, and I am prepared to enforce them to the fullest extent. I expect your prompt attention to this matter and look forward to swift resolutions. Sincerely, boom, first name, full colon, middle name, hyphen, family name, period, and that's all she wrote. UCC 1-308, all rights reserved without prejudice. So I want you guys to understand that, just within the matter of seconds, we were able to draft up a letter. This is from congressional findings. Imagine going through each subchapter or each code within this subchapter. Within these subchapters, I'm teaching you guys subchapters being truth in lending, subchapters being the FCRA, subchapters being the FDCPA. Imagine us being able to go through, dissect these, find one of these codes that apply to us, and from there we're able to insert exactly our situation, what's going on, what's been taking place, what I've noticed from going over my consumer report, how I've noticed the wrongdoing, how I noticed the abusive, the deceptive, the unfair practices, how I've broken them down, and I've implemented them within ChatGPT to go ahead and draft me up a letter. This is what we're going to be covering within our 5-day masterclass. I'm not here to sell you guys on anything. I'm not here to motivate you guys to go ahead and enroll into this class or push you guys. What I'm here to let you guys know is that this information is out here and it's there. I'm just getting done working out. It's out there and it's there for all of us to use. All right, but accessibility to certain information can literally change your situation. And access does cost, because if I were to just give everything out for free, which I've given everything that you guys need, honestly, for free on the YouTube, you just got to go search for it. But I'm going to give you guys it in literally step-by-step proof and step-by-step, that we'll need to go ahead and get this done just within these 5 days. But overall, you guys have received everything. But if access was just given to free for anybody and everybody, nobody would take it serious and nobody would take advantage of it. So that's why I made the cost, the investment very, very cost affordable for anybody and everybody, right? Whether you guys can get started with our services, great. If not, great. We have something for every single person, whether that's the university, $97 up front, $97 a month. Within month one, you guys can go through the university and you guys can receive what it is that you guys are seeking to get out of it. But with this information, I'm going to show you guys here where now you guys can go and actually go out and you guys can exercise these, letters that we're creating. We can actually implement these letters. I'm going to show you guys exactly where to go. I'm going to show you guys, exactly how to, take action on this information, not just receiving this information, but actually take action on it. You guys can also pick up the phone and call the consumer reporting agencies. Once we call them, family, you guys can go ahead and actually get things removed on the phone by calling these consumer reporting agencies. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, here on my phone. You guys can come here and it will show you guys how to file a consumer complaint. So this is the Arizona Attorney General, and through each state, you guys can file an Attorney General complaint. So if I come here and press get started, it'll ask me to enter in my personal information. I'll enter in my personal information. It'll ask me the business information. Jeez. I'm implementing the business's information, whom I'm, filing the complaint against. And then it will ask me what took place, what happened, describe the wrongdoing, describe the violations that took place, describe the defamation of character, describe the unfair, deceptive, and, abusive debt collection practices. This is exactly what is stated within the congressional findings of the FDCPA. Last but not least, the last subchapter I want you guys to get familiar with is truth in lending. Right, that's 15 U.S.C. 1601. I'll actually give you guys two more while we're here. I'll give you guys one outside of the chapter 41 as well. Let's continue to get the numbers up. Let's continue to share this live as well too. Let's continue to get the likes up. If you guys are just tuning in, let's make sure to drop a like. All I ask of you guys while tuning in is just to drop a like interact. If you guys got questions, drop down in the questions, so that we all can grow and learn from one another. Within the Discord, people are growing daily, weekly. So if you guys got questions, ask in the Discord. If you guys are in the university, make sure you guys are in our private Telegram channel as well, so you guys can get any questions answered. A couple people have some questions about a non-citizen national passport card that they're looking to get set up. Right away, we went ahead and sent them over, the PDFs for such. So, family, I want you guys to understand and know that you guys can do for self. You guys don't need any company to remove anything from one's consumer report, but also at the same time, I understand, people have a lot of things going on or may want some expedited services. That's why within our mentorship, we do provide both, where we'll teach you, but on top of that, we will also go through and dispute on the back end for you, so you can go ahead and get a 2-in-1. You can go ahead and get these things removed from your consumer report, learn how to do for yourself, apply these things that we're teaching you to be able to do for yourself, extra ways and where you can go through and file complaints using these consumer law codes that we're teaching. But on top of that, once again, we're disputing, you're having a hands-free automated system that's disputing for you. Along with that, you guys are getting the information to learn how to do for yourself, so that if this situation ever occurred down the road, you would know how to get out of it. You wouldn't need to pay another company. But on top of that, you could create an income off of this by helping teach others do the same as well too. Within my mentorship, you guys do actually get access to our agency out in the Philippines as well too. So I know many business owners have been in tune with our teachings. A lot have also gotten access. Let me show you guys this as well too. One of my mentees just got approved. Shout out to Danielle Williams for getting approved for some business grants that we've dropped. I actually dropped the business grants for everybody as well too within the public chat for just the month of June. But this is something that my mentorship will be getting every single month in and month out. So congratulations. Yes, I got approved. Let me show you guys. 12-week learning session, mentorship and everything. Excited to help. I sent the questions I had in the private message. That was something else in regards to, but Savvy Fellowship, Danielle Williams, you guys can see she was approved for one of the grants. So, that's great to see, multiple people getting approved for these grants, and I'm looking forward to see who's next. All right, if you guys are not in the Discord yet, definitely get in the Discord. I'll drop in it again. I'll go ahead and drop again the link for the grants for the month of June for all my business owners. So if you guys are not in the Discord yet, simply text 305-575-2843. All right, the family, that's all she wrote from me. That's what I wanted to provide to you guys. I'll see you guys all in class this Saturday. I'm looking forward to building with you guys. I'm looking forward to growing with you guys. If you guys have questions, please drop in the chat box if you guys are watching the recording, or if you guys are looking for more, more timely responses, simply text our business number at 305-575-2843. If you guys have questions, processes, steps that you guys are going through that you feel can help the community and the overall masses of other people as well, make sure to go out and join our Discord community and our Facebook community as well too. The link for our Facebook community is down below in the description. So I'll see you guys all at the top, because the bottom is way too crowded, family. So I'll see you guys there at the top. And when I say that, I don't, and I want to make it very clear that, the top isn't lonely at all. The bottom is just crowded. The bottom has too many people, right? But don't think that the top is lonely at all, because I can tell you guys right now, the top is not lonely. It's just at the top, you're going to meet people that put in the work to get there as well too. And, you'll come to find that each level, right, there's always higher levels as well too, right? So, every time you get higher, you realize that there's new heights, right? There's new heights, new levels, in every level, there's a new devil, family. So, keep going, keep growing, and keep flowing, family. If you guys got questions, once again, ask in the Discord. Showed you guys how to do for self. You guys just need to know those 3 sub chapters. 2 extra ones that'll help you guys is the Graham-Leach-Bailey Act, which has 15 USC 1691 and 1692. So you guys can all, or 6801, excuse me. 1691 is the equal credit opportunity. So that was the next one I was going to get into. The equal credit opportunity, which is dealing with discrimination. If you guys have been denied credit, and that's 15 USC 1691. If you guys have, your privacy's been breached, you guys can go dive more into the Graham-Leach-Bailey Act, which that'll hold these financial institutions, liable under the Graham-Leach-Bailey Act. So let's take action, family. Those are 5 subchapters that will help you guys. Let's go through the Attorney General. Let's send in online complaints to them. Let's read the agreements that we have with them. Above all else, all you guys got to do is read the agreements. Read the agreements. Look for the arbitration section, the arbitration clause. Once you find the arbitration clause, you've got them where you want them. It states all claims will be handled through arbitration. So therefore, we can literally settle everything through arbitration. We just got to know the steps to take pre-arbitration. And then if we do end up taking them to arbitration, how to properly file arbitration so that we can have these things settled through arbitration. But I can tell you guys right now, if you guys are handling it accordingly, they won't even want to go through arbitration because of the money that they'll lose out on going through arbitration. So if you guys just send in these notice of disputes, pre-arbitrations, these online complaints, they will not even want to go through arbitration, and they'll probably settle more than likely before even going through arbitration. So I'll see you guys all once again at the top, family, because the bottom is way too crowded. See you guys in class this Saturday. Thank you, everybody that was tuned in here on this live. And thank you for everybody that's watching the recording as well, too. Let's continue to get the word out. Let's continue to share any comments that you guys may have, any comments, concerns, anything as a whole, any of your processes you guys are going through, drop in the comment section. Let's grow. Let's learn. All of my testimonies, everybody that's getting testimonies, let's make sure to keep sharing with people within the comments so it can continue to raise the belief level of those that are just tuning in to this channel. I appreciate everybody that's been tuned in. I appreciate that everybody that's been taking action above all else. Let's keep growing, family. Peace and love.